Hi, I'm Debra Weller, Storyteller. Today I want to share some fun for the little ones and talk about leprechauns, indeed, and learn how to draw a leprechaun today. Sean went out and about in his town, and you know what he discovered? He discovered some tapping sounds, and he wondered, could it be a leprechaun? He parted the bushes, and there he saw a wee tiny man wearing a leather coat who had a reddish beard and a hat on top and wore some fine little leather shoes. And he was tapping, tapping, tapping. And Sean spoke to the leprechaun. Hey, might you be making some shoes for the fairies today? I know they go dancing at night and always need some shoes. Oh, yes, and who might you be? I'm Sean, and I'm here to talk to you today because I've discovered your work and I think it's quite fine. You must have an ulterior motive. You wouldn't be thinking about taking my gold, would you? Ah, why would I need your gold? Everyone needs a leprechaun's gold. Might you go home and check on your cows? Maybe they've gotten loose out in the pasture. Sean thought for a moment. I will not be tricked by this little leprechaun. And then he grabbed the leprechaun and said, take me to your gold. Show me your gold. I won't let you go until you show me your gold. And off they went through the brambles and all the thorns. And Sean kept hold of him. And they went over the hills and over the dales until they came to a field with the mountains behind and the forest. And there in the middle of the field, he didn't let go of that leprechaun. I'll show you my gold, but you have to let go of me afterwards and set me free. Ha, little leprechaun, I'll do that, but first you have to show me where your gold is. And the little leprechaun stamped his feet and said, right here beneath this bush. Sean looked. He was holding the leprechaun, and then the leprechaun said, have you brought a shovel to dig? Oh, Sean's shovel was back at home. But he held on to the leprechaun with one hand and picked up a stick and drove it into the ground right where the leprechaun had stamped. And he held on to that leprechaun and he took off his scarf and wrapped it around that post. Ha! Now I'll be able to come back. Well, I've set you free and I've kept my bargain. You show me where your gold is, leprechaun, and you have indeed. So I will set you free now as you have set me free to find my gold. And he set the leprechaun free, and the leprechaun scattered about here and there across the field and disappeared. Now Sean ran home as fast as he could. He got his shovel and he came back into the field. But when he did, there wasn't one stick with a red scarf tied around it. There were hundreds across the whole field. How would he ever find the gold? He began to dig and dig under all of the sticks. Hundreds of sticks, and the soil was turned, but there was no gold. That leprechaun tricked me again, indeed. Well, you can't always trust a leprechaun, but you can have fun learning how to draw a little leprechaun. And I'm going to show you an easy way with basic shapes. A oval for the head, a square for the torso, rectangles for the arms and legs, and then we can add the details. So let's start with basic shapes, because an artist always knows that it is with basic shapes that we learn how to draw. So if you can draw a circle or an oval, you can make just about anything. So I'll start with the circle for the head. Can you draw a circle for the head? On there, just adjusting my light so we don't have such a big screen on there. Maybe it won't be going away, but that's all right. We'll continue. You need 2 little lines for the neck of your leprechaun. And with that, you're going to have a torso. And that is what shape? Looks like a rectangle to me. And then we're going to give him some legs. 2 more rectangles going down there. And then we'll give him rectangle arms. Doesn't look exactly like a leprechaun to me yet. I'm going to switch color markers so that you can see the details that we will add. And here we go. I am going to add a leprechaun hat. Oh yes, now I would probably want to make it green, so I could use markers or crayons to make it green. And I'm going to put a little shamrock upon my hat. And it's going to be a straw hat, so I'm going to add some cross-hatching marks to it. And I'll show you that up close. So we need some eyes. Oh, you've got a little mischievous leprechaun here. So give him some mischievous eyes and a little nose and a mischievous little grin on your leprechaun. And let's give him a beard. I'll switch to red for his beard, and I would make it reddish or orange, a little bit of hair hanging out here, and let's give that leprechaun a nice beard indeed. There, he's looking a little more personable now. Oh, I think he should wear a bow tie. Again, I'm using rectangles. And I'm going to give him a little vest. A little vest. He needs some hands to hold his pots of gold. So I'm going to give him some hands to hold his pots of gold. And we need to give him some fine little leprechaun shoes, 2 lines down. And then I make a curve up, down and back, curve up, down and back. I've got leprechaun shoes, and let's give him some stripes on his socks. Let's give him some little pockets. And I'm going to do that cross-hatching again on his pants. And he's holding his pots of gold. Holding 2 pots of gold. Would you like to get the leprechaun gold? I would like to get some leprechaun gold. And of course you could use yellow like I did in the colored picture on there. And give him some background. Where is he going to be? Well, my little leprechaun is off and running today, and he is quite a fun little fellow. What kind of leprechaun story will you create today? And I think you can do it because we can have fun drawing.